What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rob Squad Reactions. You are here on an amazing day. We got Rob Squad and the creators, and you guys know this day brings some awesome music from the creators themselves. But before we get into that, if you guys are new here, we want to welcome you. You are here with your boy, Jay.
Hey, y'all. You're also here with your girl, Amber. And today we are so very excited to be listening to Hermits with the Peter Noone, frontman and a man who's had a career that is pretty legendary.
Guys, he has sold over 80 million records. He's been on TV shows. He's been on VH1. He was the lead man of Herman's Hermits at the age of 15, rocking through the 60s all the way till today. He's still performing. We present to you Mr. Peter Noone.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Amber. Nice to be here.
Hey, we are so excited. It is a pleasure. The pleasure is all ours to have you here. We've done reaction to you in the past, and to have you actually here on the channel is nothing short of amazing. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It's nice to be here. I'm a fan of the channel, especially Amber. And,
that's most people.
I'm a big fan of you and that smile, people. So that just works out.
And here we go. I mean, I love it when you're playing my music. I love it.
Hey, no doubt about it. So how Rob Squad and the creators usually works, the artist, if you guys are new here, brings songs for us to react to. And that is what Mr. Peter Noone is going to do today. What song you got for us? I'm
going to play a song called No Milk Today.
No milk today. Okay. And is this from early on in the career? Where does this kind of fall in that time frame?
I think it's probably 1966, like 2 years in. As you'll hear in the record, John Paul Jones, who was a local boy, just a kid in another band, he came along. He was in Led Zeppelin, yeah. He wrote a string arrangement and then came to the session and played bass on it and turned it into like a bit of a miraculous recording session.
That is amazing.
Wow.
How these songs come about, when you never think about it, you never know. The history behind it, it's really amazing.
The song was like the first divorce song, and it was like ahead of its time, really. And it mentions it's really about Manchester, and nobody except people from Manchester could get into what the song was about. You know, the terraced houses that you could see when you lived in Manchester. You could look up on the hillside and see terraced houses, which were built by the government, and there were hundreds of houses all the same. And they had 2 rooms upstairs and 2 rooms downstairs. So in the song, we refer just 2 up, 2 down.
Wow. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
It's always amazing to learn more into the story and really hear it from the people who made it, not just because a lot of times we will get history through our amazing subscribers, and they do an awesome job. The people who really know you guys and really follow y'all give us such good history, but to hear it from you, that is awesome. So we're ready to check it out today. Herman's Hermits, No Milk Today, 1966. Guys, don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that post notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's check it out.
No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know the powers that have been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night into day. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely. A terraced house in a mean street back of town becomes a shrine when I think of you only. Just 2 up, 2 down. No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turned night into day. As music played, the faster did we dance. We felt it move across the start of our romance. How could they know?
This is cool because if I would have heard this, I would have 100% thought, the British invasion, but I would have never guessed this would have been Herman's Hermits.
Right, because we've done more like tongue-in-cheek, right?
Yeah,
we've done
more
a lot of like the
up-tempo
ornery
stuff.
side, a lot of the youthful and fun side. Well, that's the only side we've seen so far. So going into this and knowing more of the context of the song, because you're right, I would not have understood when you explained the houses and the things like that. But, him telling the story of delivering the milk, but there's nobody there to give the milk to anymore. There's no milk
and
today.
not only that, it's just the kind of the register and the tone and the dark kind of undertone of the sound. And I get where you're coming from. That bass, the bass is pretty thick, and it's kind of like the power that it holds back there is awesome. But yeah, I would not have guessed this being from you guys, because it sounds really, really, British Invasion before I even realized that Hermits was British Invasion.
Yeah.
I think we really were. The tongue-in-cheek English accent thing really worked for a while. But this No Milk Today was we made records for other people apart from Americans. You know what I mean? We actually made them for English people. So when we did this may be more who Herman's Hermits really were. We were not making fun of ourselves anymore. We were trying to be taken serious.
Yeah, and you can tell.
When I watched the video, I see on the record it's John Paul Jones playing bass, but you will see that Carl Green plays it probably better than John Paul Jones. By the time we got these songs out on the road playing them live, we played them better than the records. And you'll see when I watch this, and listen to them, I listen to the music every day because I really like No Milk Today. And I like watching these old videos because it's refreshing. You see a few Beatles things like early days, like Shea Stadium. You see that they love each other, man. They just love each other. And when George falls over in a movie, that's part of that period, that people had to be, a group was a gang,
Right, yeah. It's like a brotherhood.
The chemistry that you could see on stage, for sure.
No doubt about it. And
at the beginning, the lead singer isn't necessarily the boss because he's usually the youngest and he's busy. He's busy like meeting girls around the back of the building. So he isn't usually the boss of the band. But in this band, unfortunately, I became the boss and I was the youngest and not necessarily the smartest.
Let's rewind a little bit. Let's get back.
They know just what this message means. The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands for a symbol of the door. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. Becomes a shrine when I think of you only, just too up, too down. No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands for a symbol of the door. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so.
I love it when it gets to the low part.
We turn night into day. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I love, like I said, the tongue cheek, but I like that side of Herman's Hermits. Like you said, it sounded more serious when he got to those parts where, you'd go lower in your register than No Milk Today. That part was super, super catchy and cool.
When we made records, we had this amazing producer called Mickey Most, who was my best friend. He's the best man at my wedding. He was my daughter's godfather. And he could pick songs. And he used to say to me, I say, I don't like the key, Mickey. I don't like it in C. Let's try it in D. And he goes, no, you're going to sing it in C. I said, why? I sing it better in D. He says, I can sing it in C. And if I can sing it, the whole world will sing along with you.
Wow.
So we made songs in keys that were familiar to Mickey Most's vocal range, not mine.
That is wild.
But I love how you made it work. Like you said, you guys were obviously pivoting a little bit and being a little bit more serious in the song. So I like that we still had the heartthrob, but there was more of a depth to your voice, and it sold that story. It was not a very happy story, right? You explain the houses. We know that she wasn't there when you went to deliver the milk.
First divorce.
So it's very different, but you absolutely sold it in the tone of your voice, and you're explaining that might not even been wanted to be the tone that you wanted to sing it in.
I loved this song, and Mickey Most at the beginning didn't like it until John Paul Jones came along with the arrangement that made it into the hit record. I mean, I'm not sure if it would have been a hit record if people had heard that version there with all that. But the record is a really pristine, beautiful sounding record. It's really well recorded. We did it at Abbey Road. And when I visualize when I do these songs live on stage, I go back to the place where I recorded them. And this one was at Abbey Road. And Abbey Road had an upstairs, downstairs thing. You know, the producer was upstairs, sort of like he was God. And you looked up to him and asked questions.
Oh,
but in the room with me when we recorded this is John Paul Jones playing a Fender Precision bass and directing the string section with his face. And it amuses me, you know, and I don't think much about the words to the songs this time. Like, it's not really a Stanislavski moment for me because I'm living the moment of the recording, which was really joyous, you know. And when you talk bliss and that word that people sometimes make, you wouldn't think when you listen to No Milk Today by Herman's Hermits that it combined a lot of really, really good ideas at the time. Good players, good musicians. The drummer is Bobby Graham, who was a famous drummer, and there's lots of good stuff going on in the background. And the string players, they got da 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 da, and it's not on there. They hated that part. They hated the part. You could say, "Oh, this is too difficult."
I think that No Milk Today is probably my new favorite song by Herman's Hermits. So thank you for bringing. I think that's my new favorite song by Herman's Hermits. So thank you for bringing that one on the channel. Guys, I hope you have had an amazing time with us today and Mr. Noone himself. As we always send you guys out of here every single day, we love you, we thank you, we appreciate you. Remember, every single day that you guys wake up, it is a blessing and that you are blessed. And for your new family members, to hit that subscribe button down below. We welcome you guys to the RSR family, but you have a goal every day just like we do. Let them know, Mom.
All right, y'all. All you have to do is go out in this world and make somebody smile.
We love you guys. Make sure you guys click down in the description. Be links to all Peter Noone's, his website, his upcoming tour dates. Make sure to go check out his Sirius XM radio station.
Yes, love Sirius
Something
XM.
good. Make sure to go check that out. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.